Good evening, everybody. First of all, I don't think there's any doubt that when it comes to Erekose on Making a Murderer, that channel is one of the best, if not the best channel to go for when you want to find out about making a murderer. There are plenty of channels to go to. I would strongly recommend all of them, but probably the best one is Erekose. I'm reminded of one of the scenes in The Big Lebowski where, strange enough, the cowboy with the big bushy moustache says to the dude at the bar, "Do you need to use so many cuss words?" And that's one thing that we can always appreciate about Erekose. Not that he has a big bushy moustache, no, but the fact that he's very, very respectful. You'll never hear him curse or swear on camera. I've had one or two conversations where the language has been slightly more industrial when it's been just ourselves. So anyway, let me just close this a moment. Okie dokie. So because of that, I don't want anybody at all to ridicule him for his ridiculous opinions on Captain Crunch. Let's go through some of his opinions. Obviously, number one most ridiculous opinion is the fact that Captain Crunch is somehow British because of his name, Horatio Magellan Crunch. He also mentions the fact that the crew are Dave and Carlisle, Broomhilda and Alfie. Well, the name has nothing at all to do with it. I watched a video earlier today where Erekose was talking about the fact that nobody in America gets called Carlisle or Alfie. How many Erekoses are there in America, dude? Hadn't thought about that one, had you? No. The name business is completely and utterly irrelevant. I've been through that so many times. You only have to go through the whole list of names that people might be called, and sometimes they even change their names. As for example, our good friend adopting the name Erekose. The uniform is the other thing that Erekose would wish to confuse us with. And he makes the point that Mike Myers, the Canadian actor that plays Austin Powers, when he plays Austin Powers, there's no doubt that Austin Powers is British. But of course, he conveniently forgets to mention that Mike Myers has dual nationality, both Canadian and British. And he is particularly good at doing impressions, both of Austin Powers, a 60s London socialite, and obviously a great Scottish accent when he does Shrek, and I believe he also does a Scottish accent in the Austin Powers movies. And that's one thing that we do have to bear in mind, is the voice. I watched a video where an American was talking about things that you shouldn't wear when you're in Europe because it makes you look American. And my point would be, well, it's completely pointless trying to blend in with the Europeans, because as soon as you open your mouth, everybody knows you're American. Okay, so interesting enough, by the way, the bushy moustache thing, that was something that J Ward Productions and Quaker Oats particularly wanted, because they wanted a character that had a Father Christmas type of appearance to him that people could associate with a fatherly figure, such as Father Christmas. Hence the white, obviously the eyebrows being on the hat and the moustache and everything. Okie dokie. Move on to my next point. Yeah, as I say, the voice is what gives Captain Crunch away, and the voice, quite simply, of Captain Crunch is that of a very famous voice artist called Daws Butler. So famous that unless you've never heard of Yogi Bear, Huckleberry Hound and the Jetsons, then you will have heard Daws Butler. But as I say, I do want you please to be charitable to Eric Jose. It gets very hot in his studio. He's addicted to Dr. Pepper and Stella Artois. Now, I have heard a rumour that because of the complete and utter nonsense talked in this case, that it might be considered appropriate at some point to discuss an Alford plea. As and when I hear more about it, I will let you know. Okay, bye for now.